Imagine waking up each morning feeling energized, focused, and ready to seize the day. Now imagine waking up feeling tired, exhausted, and stressed. Today, I would like to help you understand the importance of exercising daily and why you should start today. I'll discuss how exercising improves self discipline and productivity, reduces stress and improves mental health, and improves overall physical health, and boosts the immune system. And the reason I speak about this topic is because exercise is what played a huge part in my life and to what I am today. Because just a few years ago, I lived in what felt like a constant state of anxiety and fear and stress. I also struggled with a negative body image and felt that in order to be successful in life, I needed to change something about my appearance. And that's ultimately what motivated me to first begin exercising. And from that moment, my life has changed for the better. However, the reason to exercise is much more than just trying to achieve a positive body image. It is also about overcoming and preventing future potential mental and physical health risks. In 2018, there was a study done, and it was determined that 8.3% of adults, or 8.3% of deaths in adults 25 or older, were attributed to inadequate levels of physical activity, according to the CDC. There's also a quote from the CDC as well saying not being physically active is a risk factor for health problems. If you aren't physically active, you are at a higher risk for cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, anxiety, depression, and many kinds of cancer. Now, many people say they don't have the time to exercise due to other life obligations. But if they don't begin to exercise regularly, by the time they are ready, it might be too late. As you begin to age, you naturally lose muscle strength and flexibility. So if you wait too long to exercise, you will struggle with reduced mobility, making it difficult to live an active lifestyle. Many wait until it is the right time. However, if you wait for the perfect time to begin exercising, it may never come, because ultimately you will always have other life obligations to get to. So just be disciplined. Start today. There was a quote that I've used throughout a lot of my life to kind of help me stay motivated in certain things. And it's by Nathan Whitley. And it says, "The pain of regret is far worse than the pain of discipline," which I think is so key with exercise, right? It's going to hurt in the moment, but if we don't do it now, it's going to hurt us a lot more later. And so be disciplined. Don't regret your life decisions later. Now there's several simple solutions to the problems that arise from not getting enough exercise. First, you don't need to exercise with extreme measures or at extreme times. Setting small goals for yourself is the greatest way to begin a new journey, such as exercising regularly. Setting a goal such as putting time aside to exercise for at least 30 minutes a day, or maybe three to 5 days a week. This can be anything from walking, stretching, yoga, weightlifting, all sorts of things. And doing this can improve and will improve short and long-term physical and mental health. In a study done by Harvard Health, they found that people who moved more had a significantly lower risk for major depressive disorder. We saw a 26% decrease in odds for becoming depressed for each major increase in objectively measured physical activity. Now, the most common objection to this and to exercise, like I said, is they don't have enough time. However, studies have shown that even 10-minute increments of exercise throughout the day can greatly improve cardiovascular health and reduce the risk of chronic diseases. This means that people with tight schedules can find some time for some movements in their day, just a few minutes a day. Now, even with all of these solutions, it might be better to visualize what happens if you succeed or fail at making these necessary changes in your life. So picture yourself, you're sitting in a doctor's office, hearing that you have high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, cardiovascular disease, any of these chronic conditions. Now, these conditions could have been prevented with regular physical activity. Now, instead of enjoying life, you are dependent on medications and frequent medical visits. Imagine being in your 50s or 60s, struggling with mobility, needing assistance for the simple activities like carrying your groceries or walking short distances. These things could have been easier for you if you had stayed active earlier in your life. Imagine you no longer feel exhausted walking up a flight of stairs, and you can finally fully participate in outdoor activities with friends and with family. Imagine you feel productive and focused. Stress and anxiety, it doesn't control your life anymore. And you sleep knowing that you put in good work that day. Imagine yourself going on a hike with your friends, with your family, a hike that you never imagined yourself doing, but you are, because you were able to exercise regularly throughout your life. And now that you've imagined yourself in these different situations, let's make a plan. Because ultimately the reason I shared these things with you today is to help you live a happier, healthier, and more fulfilling life. I have seen the benefits from exercising regularly come to life. And today, we can start together. Today, we can make a change for the better. And today, you can make a difference in your life. So I want to ask you, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Maybe 10 years, 20 years, 15 years, whatever it may be. Will you be held back and limited due to joint pain or shortness of breath or lack of strength? What will it be? Or will you be with your family and friends doing all sorts of random activities? So I encourage you to take 10 minutes today and begin to take control of your life so that you won't regret it later. Thank you.